Well, when you have a business where progression is organic because it's a very mature business organization or to a certain extent destination, it is absolutely crucial that within a limited or budgetary constraints with limited capital available, you need to gain competitiveness through whatever you can improve in order to beat your competition. So you need to look at every angle, every aspect, every detail of your operations, understanding your environment, and making sure that you take every opportunity to relentlessly gain those little improvements, which at the end of the day will make a difference. Well, I think that first we need to understand where we are. Who do we compete with? And given the understanding of the environment, both externally and internally, I think we need to set forth a mission, a vision that is going to be the driving element for all these forces, all these organizations, and all the people to gear toward to. It's fundamental to be able to understand where you need to go. But in order to understand where you need to go, you have to have an understanding of where you're from, where you're at, what are the influential factors that affect, and then setting goals, because everybody will work better if they understand what they need to reach. If you don't know where you are going, and you can't define how, and you can't measure how well you're doing. So it's absolutely crucial. All my managers, including myself, we have a set of goals and objectives that are reiterated, that are reminded, that are reset on a quarterly basis, where we evaluate our performance and where we are and what is the gap between where we are and what we need to do in order to reach it. They are evaluated, obviously, on a yearly basis. For every fiscal year, you have a set of goals, but then you establish your goals to be achieved within the next quarter. You revise, you review your achievements, and then you change course if need be on a yearly basis, and also on a more strategic basis, you may revisit your more long-term goals every 2 or 3 years. I think, again, I believe we need to have an understanding of what needs to be achieved in order to compete with other destinations. If you take Scotland, it's vast. It's not one experience. It's a multitude of experiences, whether it is urban, whether it is country, whether it is leisure, whether it is corporate, whether it is business. So they all have, I think, a different makeup, a different DNA, and they need to be individually segmented and benchmarked against our competition. If you take possibly our best competitor here is Ireland, because in the eyes and the views of the international visitors, this is coming. But again, Edinburgh is going to compete with Milano for a certain type of business, is going to compete with certain places in India for certain other types of business, or with Aberdeen for a different type of business. So I think it's understanding, really have a good understanding of who we competed with, benchmark, establish your goals, and then bring the people about around it. Well, good leadership is, to me, is to be able to establish what is it that we need to achieve, what is either the enemy we need to beat, what is the competition we need to beat, and how we're going to go about it. It's about rallying the troops, being able to motivate them, and giving them the tools, the measurements, the motivation in order to do that. And that's a day-to-day activity, and it's more about leading by example. You can't preach one thing and act in another way.